And today, from Jordan Motorsports, we bring you another rare find. One owner, since new, Oregon truck, 2001. Extended cab, short bed, 3/4 ton, F250, 4-wheel drive with 6-speed manual transmission. This is the impossible combination to find. 3/4 ton, extended cab, short bed, 6-speed manual, turbo power stroke, 7.3, one owner, 100% rust free, 100% corrosion free, in new condition. This truck has, believe it or not, 179,000 babied miles. And when I say babied miles, because this truck speaks it for itself. This is a one owner truck, never been any accidents, no signs or no records of any accidents or any damages ever. This truck has 0 dents, 0 scratches, 0 rock chips, 0 odors, like new interior, a bed that is 25 years old and looks like it just rolled off the assembly line from Ford. The undercarriage of this truck shows as new as well, and there is no surface rust, there's no stories. Let me show you the bed of this truck. This is 25-year-old Super Duty. This is not a Lexus, this is not a Ferrari that's supposed to be a garage queen. This is a Super Duty. And what I'm trying to show you is how clean this is. Has not been painted. This is the original jams. And this is the original bed of this truck. There's not a dent, there's not a ding. Not in the bed, not on the sides, not on your wheel wells, nothing, 0. This is as clean as it gets. That's a little dust right there. It is protected with a full spray-in bed liner. And it has a tailgate that looks like it is brand new, but it's not. It is the original tailgate 100%. This is, like I said, an XLT model. It was 100% stock and original and still is. The only upgrade we did to this, while retaining all the factory suspension, we just did our normal 2.5-inch leveling kit that I do on 90% of our trucks with all upgraded brand new BILSTEIN 5100 shocks all the way around. But since I'm here, I'd like to show you the undercarriage of this 25-year-old truck. When I say this thing is like new, does not get any cleaner. Look at these rockers. This is the underbelly. Take a look at this metal. You see how smooth it is. Look at the bolts. No, this is not been coated. And you know, I keep getting a lot of feedback from a lot of people, and I'm not gonna change my ways because there's nothing hidden here. And if you can't see that, and you see these bolts of how clean they are, there is no surface rust, there is no corrosion. This is not a coating, this is just regular, simple black enamel spray that is to make it look like it is brand new. When I go through all this trouble and going through these trucks and my buyers are buying them, I want to give it to you in the best possible way of how it looks. Same way mechanically, same thing cosmetically. But there's 0 surface rust or any of that stuff. Now, we also upgraded the tires to a new set of 33-inch BF Goodrich KO3s in 10-ply rating, load ease. There's your BILSTEIN 5100s. And as you just saw underneath, it's the factory exhaust, factory muffler, etc. Has not been touched. I also upgraded the headlights, brand new set of headlights, markers, and turn signals to complement the real condition of this truck. Love these clear lens headlights. These are like the 02, 03 body, 03 style. Chrome bumpers, seem to be the original bumpers, in excellent condition. I'm trying to remember, I think I had the hood painted. There's a few rock chips. So to carry that, so literally it looks like it is brand new. There is no clear coat issues. There is no clear coat fading or peeling whatsoever. Factory extendable towing mirrors. But before I get into that, this is a fully documented truck. I have all the original books, all the original manuals, both sets of keys. There's one set here, one inside the truck, the original window sticker. And yes, this truck has a 373. But I also have the original purchase order back in 2002. And I have every service record for this truck since new. And this was serviced by the same shop. This is all your service records. The owner had printed them all for me and put them in a file. Look at this example. Let's see where we see that date here. It says at 156,000 miles, new valve cover gaskets, etc. It was just completely gone through. Steering dampener, new alternator, fluid, brake fluid flush, etc. Differentials. This was a $3,000 repair. There's other stuff, and so on and so on. And you will get all these records, everything with the purchase. Anything that's ever been added, which is, this is about the only thing in trailer brakes, there's even the manual for that. The truck is literally shows as new. If you didn't know better, if you don't look at the odometer, you would think this truck has 10 or 15,000 miles. The interior, like I said, is 100% non-smoker, no pets whatsoever. All the plastics, everything is in excellent condition. Everything has been checked, inspected. What needs to be lubricated got lubricated. What needs to be tightened, retorqued, that as well. Take a look at the jams. And this is the driver's side. There's an original door panel that is literally like new. Got a little scuff right there. This is the original upholstery on the truck, and it does not get any cleaner than that. There's no rips, there's no tears. Cushioning in excellent condition. And no, there's no discoloration. This is from the light when I angle it. But love these newer seats. I like these more than the 2000. There's the original steering wheel. He also had the carpet protected with Husky liners in the front, in the back. The back you get the 60/40 here as well. And let's put that up. Still got the factory nets below and on the other side as well. Factory rear slider. Take a look at this headliner. There's no sagging, no issues at all. There's your dome light. 6-passenger seating. But this is what makes this the holy grail. A 6-speed manual in a shorty with an extended cab. This thing rips as if it's a sports car. Take a look at that dash, etc. So, beside all the service that the previous owner has done to it, kept record of it, and he did not skip through any. Let's get this thing started. Miles read 179,946 miles as of today. I'm gonna walk around and do our inspection. Let's turn our signals on. Let's turn the lights on. Fog lights, let's pull on that. There's our trailer brake that I showed you the manual for. Here's my horn. Here's the wipers. Second speed. This is second speed. And here's the third speed. Let's go outside and see what we got here. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna talk about what we just did and what the previous owner just in preparation to sell it to me. This is what he's done. This truck has new power steering pressure lines, both of them. The see all the lights and the fog lights and the markers. They also just had power steering fluid flush. We just had a fresh oil change and an oil filter, new air filter. It's got also a new AC compressor and AC service with a fresh charge. Did a coolant flush. We installed new door lock actuators, new wipers, and new ICP sensor and harness. There's your tail lights and signals. We upgraded the license plate bulbs to LED bulbs. And there goes your tail light on this side. Cab lights are on as well, as you can see. Oh, I see. Look how nice and straight that is. You don't get that every day. Take a look at these rockers. Literally like new. All right, let's test out our windows. The driver's window rolls up at ease. It's the factory glass. It has not been tinted. There's passenger side. Let's check the door lock actuators. Okay. So, let's check the mirrors. Almost forgot the mirrors. There's right, left, and these are the factory heated mirrors. There's down and up. Let's go to the passenger side. Right. I'm trying to show you the mirror here, just in case you're wondering. There's down and up. So we tested the windows, the door locks, the mirrors. We tested the lights. Let's go in here and check out factory original stereo, CD player and tape. So if you got some tapes, you can listen to them again, or CDs. Cup holders, they are not broken. Everything is intact. There's your shifter, cruise control. AC is blowing super cold. Let's check that out here, because I want to turn it off. Let's go here. This has got to be in the low 20s. I can keep my hands sturdy. But folks, you got basically a new AC system. Your AC compressor is brand new, fresh charge, etc. Let's turn that off. What else do we need to show here? I think this covers it all in here. Let me pop the hood and let's take a look under the hood. Let's close this. This truck is insane. I just watched one sell on Bring a Trailer for that, I think 50,000 miles or so, 50,000 miles, and it's sold for almost $60,000. Take a look, and it was not this nice, nowhere as nice. Take a look at this. Original bolts, original jam, original fender, original hood shield. There's your coolant flush, new batteries. Take a look at the bolts, the nuts, and the engine bay here. There's zero oil leaks. There's your new AC compressor. Serpentine belt is newer. What I love about this truck, there is no reason nobody has ever sliced into any of the electrical wires or any of that stuff. It is as factory as it gets. And you don't get that with buying something 25 plus years old. The previous owner didn't try to add a winch or extra lights or different hitches or lights on the bed or any of that stuff. This is just a factory as it gets, as original as it gets. You got BILSTEIN 5100 shocks all the way around, as well as a new BILSTEIN 5100 steering stabilizer and drag bar. This is the undercarriage of zero leaks, throw anything. This is as good as it gets. And when I say this is a truck that's been completely sorted through, always taken care of, no issues. The previous owner made sure that this was 100% always as reliable as it can be. He did, and we have all the records to prove them. I think on Carfax, I put in my ad, I think it was over 45 or 48 service records. Even your hubs have been cleaned. Make sure nice, lubricated, not sticky. Don't want you to go out there and not be able to lock your hubs. Lock, auto. So, in summary, we got a one Oregon owner since new, never been any accidents, never had any kind of damages. Fully documented service records since new. Brand new BILSTEIN 5100s all the way around. BILSTEIN 5100 steering stabilizer. Brand new 33-inch BFGs, KO3s, 10 plies. A bed that is like new. Zero oil leaks. New door lock actuators. All fluids have been changed. Fresh AC compressor. Fresh AC charge. Fresh coolant. Fresh oil filter. Air filter. Oil. Everything. I would get in this truck and do a trip not only from Oregon to New York. I would be super comfortable to get in this truck and do a tour around the world, because it doesn't get any more reliable than this truck. And I mean, I've sold trucks with 20,000 miles and 30,000 miles, and I'm gonna tell you, this truck will stand tall next to any of them. I have a 3,800 mile 7.3 2003, and this truck is just as clean. It is unbelievable, the condition of this truck, especially if you see it in person, but I'm sure the video shows it. There's a passenger side, I don't think it should. Look at that, the factory seam sealer and insulation. This is just unreal. You can polish a turd from the outside, you can paint it, you can take it to the best body shop and all that, but you cannot do anything about the undercarriage. And I did not rebuild this. And if you keep asking, where do I find this stuff? Just let me find it and you guys can buy them. The hardest part in my job is finding these trucks. Selling them is the easiest part. And I don't just buy them and sell them. I do the full reconditioning. I put them through service with an open checkbook. And then I put money into them for what I think the new owners would like. And it has been proven. Because I've tried to keep them stock. And then the owners call me like, well, I wanted you to level it. And I wanted you to add the BILSTEINs. I've tried a lot of stuff. Nothing is cheap about what I do. This is not your cheap crap or cheap leveling. This is not your Napa Auto Parts shocks. This is not your cheap Chinese tires or knockoffs. This is all the best of the best, because that's what it deserves, and that's who I sell this stuff to. I can qualify this F250 for new car financing. What that means is I can qualify it for financing as if you're buying a new truck. I can finance it up to 84 months and as low as 6.99 on approved credit. And I can do it with zero down possibly, depends on credit and scenario. I can also help you ship this truck right here, right from my showroom, right to your front door. I deal with shippers on the daily basis. I've shipped thousands of trucks all over the country. Whether you live in Hawaii, on any of the islands, whether you live in Alaska, whether you are in New York or Michigan or Rhode Island or South Carolina or Tennessee or North Dakota or Kansas or Chicago or Colorado or Utah or Nebraska or Arizona or Oregon or Washington or California, anywhere, I can help you ship it door to door. I know how to vet the shippers, make sure they're insured, bonded. I only work with A+ rated shippers. This truck has lasted 25 years to be in this condition, and that's the same way I would like to get it to you. Also, you can always fly in. I am 10-15 minutes from Portland International Airport and hop in it and do a road trip home. That's also an option. Either way, we handle your titling, your registration. Buying from me is just like buying from the dealer down the street from you, except the dealer down the street from you will never have something this nice. We'll never have a truck like this. We are Jordan Motorsports. This is our showroom. We specialize in the super unique, low mileage, pre-emission, rust-free diesel trucks and older Toyotas, and just nice, hand-picked, hard to find stuff. Let's make this thing yours.